What's going on, everybody? Mr. Thrasha here. It is that time, wearing my appropriate Weird Al t-shirt that I wear to every Al show I go to, as people don't usually have this. First time I got to meet Weird Al was actually just outside a Turning Stone Resort and Casino in Verona, New York. And he came out to the bus the next morning after the show. Had got to meet all the band members the night before. That was the first time. Back in 2011, I was a long-time Al fan, so that was a major dream come true. Definitely one of my favorites shots of me and Al here. This was hours after his last Toronto show in 2019. After the show, but this was right after Al's set in Toronto. Us getting grim. My current profile picture on Facebook is the last time I actually had a face-to-face with Al, which was right before the pandemic, 2019, on the Strings Attached tour. And everything has gotten major complicated since with COVID-19 and allowing fans to come backstage, even if they're longtime fans. One of my favorite moments in life was my 27th birthday, and the moment was so great I had to put me and Al on my coffee mug. A separate time, years prior to that, first time I ever met them, I had them sign this little Off the Deep End cassette. Vintage Off the Deep End cassette, signed by Steve J, Al, Jim Kimo West, and John Bermuda Schwartz. Now, some of you may be asking, is Weird Al Yankovic the longest standing band of all time? Well, they are. Since the death of Dusty Hill of ZZ Top, Al and his four bandmates move into the #1 spot. Even Aerosmith has had the drummer leave for a while. Here's a picture from this album, 1985's Dare to Be Stupid. One of the breakthrough albums, was the third record they put out. Jim West on guitar, there's Al. John Bermuda Schwartz, the drummer. Steve J, the bass player, there he is doing that crazy hand trick. Look at that. There's a snapshot of them, 1985, still rocking together today. Taking a look now at my whole Al collection, every album in the whole Al oeuvre. At least half of them I have fully signed by the entire band. From their self-titled debut to 1984's In 3D, one of my favorite albums. 85, Dare to Be Stupid. 86, Polka Party. Year I Was Born, Even Worse. This is pretty cool because Al, on my 27th birthday, signed the inside. The rest of the band members on the front. UHF, 6th album, one of my favorites. Off the Deep End, Alapalooza, Bad Hair Day, Running with Scissors, Poodle Hat, Straight Outta Linwood, Alpocalypse, and Mandatory Fun. Look at that, the whole Al discography. Great thing about this tour is they're doing all original music, so we'll be able to hear songs like UHF. And who doesn't remember this show from 1997? Saturday morning special, The Weird Al Show, only had one season, much to the dismay of all hardcore Weird Al fans. Yeah, just looking through an old photo album here. Many times with Weird Al and all the members of the band. Many meetings with Al throughout the years. Family portrait. So my mom came along one time for my birthday. Look at my grim face there. Here's a great group pic. Last time we were all together in Calgary. It's me, there's Jess, and Kat, who we'll be seeing in the next episode when we meet up in Toronto. Yeah, we met at that DVD shoot in 2011. This is us all in 2018. No one had made that sign. This was backstage with Al after the show. The Twine Baller bus sign was handed to me by JW right before the picture was taken. God, what a great time that was. Here's a pic also backstage from Calgary with me, Jim, and Steve, the guitarist and bass player of Weird Al. Known him for many years. Many different meetings. God. Such a legendary band. This was another one from backstage in Syracuse. There in the middle you see me and Dax, who we'll be seeing tonight for the Weird Al show in Ottawa. She also lives in Ottawa. Die-hard Weird Al fan, just like myself. To our far left is the drummer, John Bermuda Schwartz. You can generally only run into him by the bus or backstage. Always a treat to talk to John. I've had many conversations in many cities, and he knows me as Yankomaniac from the Weird Al forum back in the day, and always remembers me in every city he sees me in. And to the far right, that is Ron Popeil's sister, Lisa Popeil. That's right, Lisa Popeil, who was singing with the backup singers on that tour. Incredible. All right then. Tote bag. Al shirt. Mask. Wallet. Vaccination. In case they ask for it. We see your tats.
Oh yes, I've got a number of Weird Al dedicated tattoos. First, we got to start off with my mop, obviously from UHF.
Michael Richards mop. Michael Richards mop.
Of course. This is from when I lost on Jeopardy, Weird Al Jeopardy, the first tour of Self-Indulge.
Oh heck yeah.
Of course, cheese sandwich.
The cheese sandwich.
So, and then this one has multiples. So we've got Canadian Idiot, Albuquerque, in 3D.
Wow. Lots of references. There's paper clips for Dog Eat Dog.
Yeah, it's on the back.
Which we got last time in Portland. That was great.
And of course, the 3-scoop Rocky Road ice cream cone.
Yes, yeah. Is the pumpkin Nature Trail to Hell?
No, the Nature Trail to Hell is in the glasses.
Oh, okay.
That's the Nature Trail to Hell.
Oh, wow. I hope we get that.
And then there's this side, so we've got a Rad Boba Fett playing a clarinet, obviously.
Playing clarinet.
And then we've got the mandatory fun kind of theme there. We've got Spatula City,
that's really...
ball peen hammer for your hardware store.
Spatula City.
We sell spatulas. And that's all.
Okay, so you're excited. You're excited.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I'm really pumped.
All original songs. We got her dog Pepper over here. Look at Pepper.
He's so vicious.
Pepper. He's pissed because he doesn't have a ticket to the show. UHF. Center Point Theater. Never ever seen a show here, and I've been to a lot of shows here in Ottawa. So my whole life. Never been to a show at Center Point Theater. Here we are, Weird Al, Vanity Tour 2, the Self-Indulgent Vanity Tour Part 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Emo Phillips will be playing first, and then Weird Al, so let the excitement begin. Straight to the right of us, the VIP check-in. Oh yes. It is the unfortunate return of the ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised vanity tour. Over here at the merch stand, they're selling Jim's second last album, and also Steve J's new album. It's the one I need. So pick that up. Some interesting things. $65 for a hoodie. I have found the only other guy in the venue with an Off the Deep End shirt. His 1992 masterpiece. Lead single was Smells Like Nirvana, but it's the original material. Oh, yeah. Right? Look, he even got the dates on the back. The Off the Deep End tour. Wow, did he hit Ottawa on the Stinky Freddy's Discount Tuba Parlor? He also played Denny's Restaurant, Little Joel Miller's Eagle Scout Initiation, Bob's House. He had a show at Crazy Bernie's Drive-Thru Pet Shop in Buffalo, Donut World, not to mention St. Vitus's Hospital in the bladder infection wing of Columbus, Ohio. And also a show June 9th at Uncle Ernie's All-Natural Dandruff Clinic and Barbecue Pit. Oh, Al's done it all.
Oh yeah, been coast to coast.
Yes, people lined up in robes in their Weird Al best. Fancy, crazy shirts. Can I see the back of your shirt?
Oh, yeah.
look at what it says. Unfortunate return of the North America Nothing Fancy, theatrics free. No videos, no costumes, no props, unplugged-ish, bare bones production, taking it down a notch. Old guys sitting on stools, super casual, low energy, trying not to work up a sweat. Bare bones, none of the songs you really want to hear, all the songs you usually skip over. Not true, not true. Obscure original tunes. That's what I'm talking about. Obscure original tunes. No hits, all filler, lowered expectations. This might really suck. Crowd disappointing, audience baffling. Limited commercial appeal, ridiculously self-indulgent, ill-advised vanity tour. So yeah, you got the hoodie. It looks pretty good. You get a good quality hoodie for that price. I like the interior of the hoodie itself. It's got the return of the ill-advised vanity tour logo. That looks good.
And then, because I'm a massive Albuquerque fan, I had no choice but to get
What's this?
Jerry's Bait Shop.
They have a Jerry's Bait Shop shirt. You know the place. You know the place. Definitely a smaller venue. I've seen Weird Al in a lot of venues, but this is probably definitely a smaller venue, and this will be the closest we are actually getting to the stage on this tour.
To see if I'm compatible with a woman, and if she believes in it, we're not. Women like courtesy on a date. That's important. I got in trouble once on a date. I didn't open the car door for her. Ooh. Instead, I just swam for the surface. This is exactly halfway through our 6-month tour. And there's a horse. And I go, ah! And everyone starts laughing. I said, what's so funny? They said, you're not from Alberta, are you? I said, no. They said, well, as Albertans, we think it's hysterical that you're scared of a horse. I said, well, as a non-Albertan, I think it's hysterical that you're scared of a teenage Swedish girl. I love Weird Al fans. You guys are the best. And I think I could say having had gotten to know you. There's probably not a single person here, and I say this with love and kindness. Probably not a single person here who is not bullied. You're such a wonderful audience. I'd like to maybe test a few out on you. Okay? And this one is appropriate. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. I guess you started abusing your Indigenous population 6 weeks early. In the dream, running through the woods, I have a very bad asthmatic attack. These 3 asthmatics jump me. I know I should have heard them hiding. Old. Every summer there's a heat wave, kills off hundreds of old people. That's heat wave old. By the way, the week after, that's when you go to the Value Village. When I was a kid, I had a birthday. And my dad said, blow out the candles. So I do. He said, what did you wish for? I said, I wished you wouldn't hit me anymore. He said, well, you said it out loud.
Wow, Emo Phillips is hilarious. I've seen that guy about 5 or 6 times with Weird Al. It's so funny every time. The guy from UHF that cuts his finger off. Joe Early, the shop teacher from UHF. Man, Emo Phillips was so funny. All right, we're heading back in for Al momentarily. Let's hope Al plays something I haven't heard live yet. This is about my 16th Weird Al show, so it's hard for that to happen.
If he'd have told me in the early 80s that someday in the future I would be on a bus for 6 months traveling the country with Emo Phillips, I would have said, yeah, sounds about right. Well, tonight we're going to do a bunch of extremely unpopular songs. We tried to warn you guys, but you showed up anyway, so that's on you. But first, harpsichord solo!
UHF instead. UHF.
Well, we'll
all
play the
about
title song from my last movie 33 years ago. This is called UHF.
Jerry's Bait Shop. You know the place. Well, anyway, that's a big old bowl of sauerkraut for breakfast. Now, big bowl of sauerkraut every single morning. Take it to Albuquerque. Back in my cannon saxophone, in my 12-pound bowling ball, in my lucky autograph, glow in the dark snorkel. It was more of a technical medical term, you know. Basically, basically, all I'm trying to say here is this particular character just happens to have both male and female reproductive organs, as well as a flock of seagulls haircut, and one nostril. That's all it is. So anyway, he burst out of my room and he grabbed my like his snorkel. I'm like, hey, you can't have that. That snorkel's been just like a Albuquerque. He said, Nara maple bars. He said, you got any French crawlers? He said, Nara French crawlers. I said, you got any blueberry donuts? He said, Nara blueberry donuts. I said, you got any strawberry donuts? He said, Nara strawberry donuts. I said, you got any raspberry donuts? He said, Nara raspberry donuts. I said, you got any boysenberry donuts? Frankenberry donuts. I said, you got any Halleberry donuts? He said, Nara Halleberry donuts. I said, you got any Chuckberry donuts? I'll go check.
Jim West right there in front of us.
I get you.
With his brother.
Oh, that's his brother, eh?
Yeah, that's Alan West. His old
nice.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Absolutely. You visiting any old friends when you're back?
Awesome. You have a good time?
Yeah, that was great.
I don't know who.
Jim West right here. See if we can get a couple words with the one and only Jim West. When you were doing the whammy bar solo for Velvet Elvis, I can tell the sound guy cranked you right up.
Oh, cool.
Especially for Albuquerque, really freaking let you
Oh, wow,
man.
great, good. I'm glad I'm being heard out there.
I miss when Al used to do the joke, right? Jim West, and then you'd start pretending to suck.
Yeah, right.
You lived here in Ottawa till you were 9?
Yeah.
Okay. I remember you telling me before you lived here in Ottawa when we when you played the Blues Fest here last time 7 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you've lived like everywhere in Ontario, pretty much.
Well, no, I was born in Toronto, but I think I was very young when we moved to Ottawa, so I was just here till I was like 9, and then my family moved to Florida, so that's where I grew up.
Congratulations on the Grammy and everything.
Oh, thanks,
doing
man.
that, man. Like seriously, your new stuff's insane. I can't wait for the next album, honestly.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got another one in the works. I'm not sure when it's going to come out. But...
Winning Grammys. That's Jim Kimo West here. Jim Kimo West.
Go ahead. Just remember, keep it locked to Johnny. I'm sorry, on the what?
On the Mr. Thrasher show.
Oh, yeah. Keep it locked to Johnny on the Mr. Thrasher show.
Mr. Jim Kimo West right here. Weird Al's longtime guitarist. Listen to his music. Some of the most majestic stuff ever put to record, man. I love it.
What's that?
Your albums are inside too.
Oh, one of them is. Yeah, one of Steve's.
Or you and Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I saw Guitar Stories, the second one in there.
Oh, yeah.
More Guitar Stories. I like them both. They're both friggin'... Oh, they're off the page. It's unlike stuff anybody's ever written, man. Keep it going, man.
Well, thanks, man.
It's too bad you're not doing another little solo tour on this, because I know you'd be playing Toronto this week.
Yeah, well, it didn't work out with COVID, you know, we just couldn't do it. Yeah,
it's too much. No, it's better you're wearing a mask and stuff, and you're still out here.
They have a lot of pretty steep protocol for us, so we gotta play by the rules.
COVID just messing up the world. But
I know.
You played an amazing show tonight, man. Seeing you play UHF and Velvet Ellis. Thank you so much for coming out and saying hey to us, man.
All right, well, maybe we're gonna see you in Toronto, maybe?
Definitely, I'll be there Monday and Tuesday, buddy.
Sweet, man.
We will see ya.
All right.
On the Mr. Thrasha Show.
Oh, good to see you.
All right, back home now. What a great show. Weird Al Yankovic, Jim West. So nice for him to say a few words for my show there. I love that man. Jim West, the guitar player. Steve J, John Bermuda Schwartz, Weird Al. There's Gemma right there. It was a great night out at Weird Al in Ottawa. Got a couple stickers here. The Allosaurus Rex. It's the Yankosaurus. Yankosaurus. Yankosaurus Rex. Please like, please subscribe. Tune in next time for more Weird Al fun. In Toronto, heading to Toronto. It's from the last sticker from the last tour, Strings Attached, which I did see in Toronto. Please like, please subscribe. We'll see you next time. We're heading to Toronto for more Weird Al action. Tune in next time.